so that my adopted deaf Russian son could have this school to become a whole person. And now his future, his education is being threatened because people, and I'm sorry, again, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to insult you. I know you want to, that you're saying you want to work with us, and this is not personal, but you cannot possibly understand our viewpoint. We are tired of being oppressed. If you look at oppression, you've not experienced it. I've got to tell you, I have experienced oppression from the time I was an infant. And now, even though I have the qualifications that make me an excellent candidate for this board, I was turned down. Those choices were made by a person who does not represent us. This country is supposed to be a representative democracy, and I don't see that representation. Africa has a better school board than they do here. This is the poorest deaf school in the entire world, and their school board is being led by people who understand deaf people and by deaf people themselves. That's why I'm so disappointed and why I'm so emotional about it.
Well, and if I could just respond, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm sorry that it feels like you're not being valued. I think that the answer is you need to find out what it is the governor's office wants on this board, because what could happen is you could get 2 more people just like us who are oral. I mean, so this is like to the root. You've got to find out why you're not being represented, and why, because really.
But if you resign, won't that save time?
And you can they can appoint 2 people just like us.
Well, but how is that? I just want to say, how is that happening?
We keep doing it until we get the right representation.
How is that happening is what I want to know.
I don't know.
How are they passing?
Well, and I want to know, as a deaf woman, if you're a child, would you want hearing people to oppress your children just because they're deaf? When they grow up, don't you want them to be involved in a board or have the power to make decisions? And how would you like it if people said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't be on a board. You can't speak for us. You're deaf." And I mean, out of respect, if nothing else, we are hoping that you can lead by taking yourselves to the governor's office and saying, "You know what? We have seen the response, and we see that what's deaf for the best, or what is best for the deaf school, is to have representation for the students." I would love to go to the governor if you'll come with us, and you come with us and say, "You know what? We have heard these parents, and we need to try to solve this problem."
Can I just, have you thought about getting your superintendent and your chairman to do that? I mean, as 2 new board members, I think you actually already have the leadership in place. You have passionate parents who are very eloquent and
But we're not being
articulate.
heard. That's the problem.
The 2 of you could make a huge difference if you would just do what she suggested and go to the governor's office, say, "I resign for these reasons, because I am not representative of the deaf community. I am not a deaf person. I don't know the experience. We don't have equal representation on this board. You would never serve on a woman's organization board, because that would be."
That's not true.
Well,
You
then,
wouldn't? You would serve on a woman's
you
board?
would serve on a woman's board? Come on. Come on.
Unbelievably, do it all the time.
Well, that is
First of
so
all, I
wrong.
want to say something.
That is so
Let me
wrong.
just say something. I want to talk to this lady right here, please. My son is also adopted from Russia, and he's deaf. But he has taken a different path than ASL and ISD. Together, we can team up and serve lots of different flavors of deaf, if you will allow me to say that phrase. And I don't think that necessarily that we can't be of some service on this board. Now, should there be more representation from the deaf community? I would agree with that. We're not saying that that's not correct. I'm not sure, though, that us stepping down is going to solve that problem. What you need to do is lobby for additional seats on this board, or lobby for, because we do have deaf kids, and we are looking to make sure that all deaf kids are served.
But the problem is that you are.
Oh, excuse me, if I could you just stop a moment? If I could.
Your way and no way else.
If I could just make one comment, please. Please, just let me say, I've received real reliable information about a month ago that AG Bell, people from AG Bell, are working to place people on the ISD School Board. And also, we found the same thing in Arizona and other deaf schools around the country. And that same person that I have a specific name saying that we're going to make sure that we remove ASL from the school. Now, at the time, I thought that was just hogwash. I thought, no, that's silly, that can't be true. But look what we have here. It's not only you, but Lucy Whitty is the third person who's also a strong proponent of this philosophy. So please forgive me that we want to throw you out. We're not going to stop until you're gone. We won't let you stay, period. So my suggestion is to resign, do the right thing.
Well, I will say this.